President Trump signing an executive order to end homelessness that has taken over public streets. So let's take a look at how he aims to do this. First of all, the executive order helps push tougher laws to clear homeless camps in cities where obviously homeless people have gathered, put up tents, and prevents normal, housed people, whatever, to enjoy these parks and things like that. It provides federal funding towards getting programs that helps people get off of drugs. Obviously, that's kind of the sticking point because the vast majority of these people who are homeless are also addicted to drugs. Importantly, it blocks funding for drug injection sites because, of course, these drug injection sites, however well-intended they may have been, turn into these shooting galleries that only encourages more of this stuff. It also rolls back free housing incentives by putting in basically an agreement that if you're going to get free housing, you're going to get off of drugs. It's going to be a twin to some sort of treatment program. It also supports involuntary treatment, which is crucial if you're going to get people off the streets who don't want to get off the streets and don't want to quit drugs, either one. Now, obviously, this is an issue that Democrats have championed for a long time and failed at. Under the Biden administration, spent tens of billions of dollars, yet we saw a 33% increase in homelessness, which is why it has become such an epidemic in so many places. Here's the other thing. We're talking about a lot of money going to this problem. This money is going to largely blue city places run by Democrats, places like New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, Seattle, Denver, Portland, and San Francisco, where the lion's share of these problems occur. Joining us now to discuss all of this is Seattle radio host Jason Rantz. Great to see you this morning, Jason. Thanks for joining us. So, first of all, give us an overview of how you think this executive order will actually play out.
Well, the great news about this executive order, it rejects two key strategies that the left have engaged in: harm reduction and housing first. And it all sounds great on paper and is very academic. The idea of harm reduction, for example, we're going to try to mitigate the effects of illicit substance abuse by giving someone clean equipment to use in order to keep them safe so we can get them into treatment. Except, of course, all it's meant is passing out fentanyl pipes and syringes instead of actually using that to push people into treatment. Housing first is, well, putting someone into a home before they do anything to address the underlying causes of their homelessness, which, again, on paper sounds like it would work, except it's a total failure because, again, all they're doing is pushing people into subsidized housing that is permanent, meaning there's no real attempt to get the person, if they're drug addicted, to get drug addiction treatment, to get detox. So instead of dying out on the streets, they end up being really expensive and dying in some subsidized housing system. They tried this in Salt Lake City, and it's been a total abject failure. And yet, instead of accepting that, they've just spread it across the country.
You know, one of the things that gets lost in this debate all the time is the fact that, of course, these parks and these city streets and these sidewalks, they're designed for people to enjoy, for residents and taxpayers to actually be able to go and sit on a park bench and smoke a cigar or do whatever you want to do, bring your children to play on the playground equipment. But you can't do it in many of these places because of this dangerous problem where you have homeless people, you have the crime that is attendant with homeless people, and then you have drug needles lying around everywhere.
Yeah, we've just ceded all of our public space to folks who aren't paying taxes, aren't contributing to society, and are just slowly dying. And it is sad, it is depressing, but it's immoral to allow these people to continue to just die on our streets when we are making a choice to allow them to stay there rather than get them the help that they need. I was taking my dog to his daycare center the other day, and they had to clean human waste off of the sidewalk right in front. It wasn't a dog, it was a human homeless person.
Yeah, and I think the key thing there is that there's nothing, it's heartless is what it is at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Jason Rantz, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.